Welcome everybody. Today, the 26th October, today we have a session on Maharaj's readings and reflections on the book of a book called For Seekers of God. We missed this class for a couple of months, and I think last time we tried Maharaj, the connectivity. You were traveling, you were in Chennai, and the connectivity was so bad, the whole network uh, collapsed. So you couldn't join. We had some interesting singing and bhajan when you were not in this call. So that was also a benefit. But today, we, so Maharaj, welcome you to the session. We are all eagerly waiting. To start, I will request Chandrani to do the peace chant, please.
Pranam Maharaj. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shangno Mitra Shangvarunaha Shangno Bhavattaryama Shangna Indro Brihaspatihi Shangno Vishnu Rurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami Rutang vadishyami Satyang vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadvaktaramavatu Avatu mam Avatu bhaktaram Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.
Thank you, Chandrani. Thank you. Maharaj, over to you, Maharaj.
Yes. As usual, let us begin with our Guru Pranam. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Harihi Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Thank you, Pratish. Yes, last two classes I think we missed due to these various reasons, but today I'm happy and also feel blessed to be in the company of the devotees who are all eager to listen Swami Shivananda Maharaj's words. So the book that we are reading today is called For Seekers of God. I request Prithvish to continue from where he left last time. I think it is page number 7.
Yes, Maharaj. So chapter 10, page 7, 27. I'm starting from the middle. So this is a long chapter. So you tell me, Maharaj, when I should stop. So
Here, on page number 29, there is a paragraph with spent it nobly.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you. So I'll start reading. So friends, who all of you have the book or the PDF copy. So this is chapter 10. We are reading from page 27. It's from the middle of just after the second paragraph or third paragraph. So in the course of conversation, while discussing Sri Ramakrishna, one monk asked, Maharaj, when you used to visit Sri Ramakrishna, what did you think of him? Swami addresses. When we visited him, the thought of whether or not he was a divine incarnation never came to our mind. We could not foresee that he would create such a superhuman movement in the whole world. Who could then know that the whole world would become intoxicated with this man, only 3.5 cubits tall? He loved us very much. It was because of the attraction of his love that we used to go to him. How shall I describe his love? It was ineffable. In childhood, we had the experience of parental affection and did not think there could be anything greater. But when we came to the Master and realized his love, we found the affection of our parents to be insignificant and most unworthy. After coming to him, we felt that we had arrived home. that all these years before we had been roaming in a strange country, whenever I came to Sri Ramakrishna, that was my feeling. I do not know how others felt. The master won me over at the very first meeting. One day Sri Ramakrishna said, well, so many people come here. I seldom ask anyone about his home and family connections or desire to know anything about these. When I first met you, I felt that you belonged here, that I would like to know the particulars of your home, parents, and the like. Can you tell me why? Where is your home and what is your father's name? In reply, I told him that I came from Barasat and that my father's name was Ramkanai Ghoshal. Ghoshal, yes. Hearing this, the master said, indeed, you are the son of Ramkanai Ghoshal. Now I understand why the mother aroused in me this desire for information about your home. I know your father very well. He is the attorney to Rani Rashmuni's estate. The Rani and her family think highly of your father. And whenever he happens to visit the garden at Dakshineshwar, they do everything to make him comfortable, arranging carefully for his residence, meals, servants, and the like. He is certainly a highly developed sadhaka. Whenever he came here, after having his bath in the Ganga and putting on a red silk garment, he would enter the mother's temple. He would look like a veritable Bhairava. He was tall, stout, and fair complexioned, and his chest was always red. He meditated long at the mother's temple. He would have with him a musician who would sit beside him singing many songs symbolically describing the human body and its nerve centers, and also songs about the mother Kali. Your father would be absorbed in meditation, tears streaming down his cheeks. After meditation, as he left the temple, his face would be flushed with spiritual emotions and nobody dared approach him. I was at the time suffering from an unbearable burning sensation all over my body. After meeting your father, I said, well, you are a devotee of the mother, and so am I. I also have a little meditation, but can you tell me why I have such a burning sensation all over my body? Look, the burning sensation is so intense that the hairs of my body have been burnt. This burning sensation is sometimes excruciating. Your father recommended that I wear an amulet bearing the name of my chosen deity. Strange as it may seem, with the wearing of this amulet, the burning sensation diminished at once. Would you ask your father to come once and see me? In those days, I used to live in Calcutta, visiting home occasionally. My father was very much pleased when I told him about Sri Ramakrishna and he came to see the master once. On another occasion, the master said, your father's spiritual practices were attended with some desire for worldly objects. As a result of his spiritual practices, he amassed plenty of wealth and also spent it nobly. I stop here, Maharaj.
Yes, thank you. So we are seeing Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj at the ashrama in Bombay. That was called in those days. Now it is called Mumbai. So in Mumbai, Shivanandaji's visit was the second time in 1924. In this, actually, you can say the Mumbai ashram was founded by him. When he went there, he used to go to the Juhu beach, and near the beach there was a colony of what you call the untouchables, as you used to call in those days. And in that colony, he would go and mix with the people, talk to them, and they all would call him Baba, 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 and they would come around him. He would give them some toffees, etc. And he was very friendly to those people. And then he would come back and sit in the ashram. So now this ashram has been inaugurated. So he came again, and then it is the month of January, it says. So when he was talking to the monks there. One monk was there. Then in the previous class, we touched this point that addressing the monk who saluted the Swami, Mahapurush told him, it is natural for things of that sort to happen. What had happened? Some organization which has gone into disrepute. That means some bad name has come to it. So regarding that, without mentioning the name of the organization, Swamiji very says, yes, finally, whatever falsehood you may take out to make yourself popular or to make yourself grand, look grand, etc. But those things do not work. What alone works? Truth alone triumphs. Satyam eva jayate. Not falsehood. Na anritam. That is the ancient quote that we have, our chakra of our nation also has been based on that. Satyameva jayate, na anritam. So this truth alone triumphs. So one day or other, the truth will come out. However much, the opposite way also you see, however much you make bad comments about an Avatara Purusha, finally the truth comes out. So in Ramakrishna's time also we see how many people were there who used to criticize Sri Ramakrishna. But finally the truth came out. And now we are all able to understand what a grand person he was. So this is how the truth will never be backsided, or it cannot be completely overthrown. Truth will always triumph. That means truth will win. So the victory is for the truth, not for the falsehood. So that's when we saw that in the last course. And in the meantime, we see here that while discussing Sri Ramakrishna, one monk asked. So this is very important question, because how did Swami Shivanandaji became Swami Shivananda? So this question or the doubt will be there in the minds of the people. So generally, when you meet your Gurudev, you would like to know how your Gurudev came into contact with Ramakrishna and in what circumstances he met him, and how did he become a monk, and when did he leave his house, what was the problem at that time. All those things, as the disciples, we would like to know that. So this is, the monk also must have been initiated by Swami Shivanandaji. So he asked a very personal, intimate question. Because it is not asked by everybody, mind you. Whoever comes to ashram, they don't ask me, Swamiji, when did you leave your home? When did you become monk? Like that, they don't ask. Only those who are intimately connected, are well known, they only take that freedom to ask you. So the very fact that this monk asked him a very personal question shows that monk must have been very close to Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj. Now from that, we can understand what was his question. When you used to visit Sri Ramakrishna, what did you think of him? It's a very, very good question. Yes, because Sri Ramakrishna was not known at that time when he was there. Only as Sri Ramakrishna himself says about Avatara Purusha, like Sri Ramchandra Murthy, what he says, only 12 rishis knew who Sri Ram was. So less of them knew Sri Ram as Dasarath ka beta. Even he himself introduces, when Hanuman asked him the first meeting, who are you? He says, I am Dasarath ka beta. I am the son of Dasaratha, he said. He doesn't say I am Avatara Purusha. So during the life of Sri Ramakrishna also, a few people whom we can count in our finger, that they understood who Sri Ramakrishna really was. But it is not that everybody also understood. Particularly the disciples who came to him in the initial stages, they never also thought that he could be an Avatara Purusha. But then the boys were attracted, the devotees were attracted, the women folk who came to him were attracted to him. Why all this attraction happening was because he had such a wonderful, unexplained, a form of spiritual love towards everyone. And that love attracted him. So he says, when we first visited him, the thought of whether or not he was a divine incarnation never came to our mind. It is so. Even Swami Abhedananji, in his beautiful stotra, he says something very, very wonderful thing. He says, see, that some people have seen Sri Ramakrishna. Some people have come to him. So Abhidhananda says that tapo atha te tyagam adrishta purvam. This is a very beautiful stotra which ends with two lines. He Ramakrishna toi bhakti hine kripa kataksham kurudeva nityam. So, hey Ramakrishna, toi bhakti hine, I don't have any bhakti towards you. So he says, kripa kataksham. So do me, kurudeva nityam, kripa kataksham kuru. Hey Deva, O Lord, nityam, all the time you give me kripa. What is the kripa I want? Because I do not have bhakti on you. Toi bhakti hine, bhakti hina. I am bhakti hina. That means devoid of bhakti towards you. Please give me bhakti. That is the meaning. So he says that tapota te tyagam atrishta purvam. Your sacrifice, your renunciation, your tyaga is adrishta purvam, never have been witnessed in the history of the mankind. Is it a too big claim that Abhidhananda makes? We may ask this. But when you think of the renunciation of Sri Ramakrishna, it's something remarkable. So in the biographies of the saints, so many people say that we cannot explain the tyaga of Sri Ramakrishna. It went to a completely highest form of tyaga. It went tyaga raja here. So that person's tyagam, adrishta puram, before this, we have never seen this. Have we considered a man and woman who are properly wedded, have lived their whole life as mother and son? Have you seen anywhere in this? This is the maximum tyaga that one can think of by the worldly people. And that is what he says. Tapo atha, that tapa, as well as atha, tapa and tyagam. This your penance and your tyaga, renunciation, have never been seen before that. Drishtva, I have seen this. Abhidhananda says, I have seen your renunciation, your tapa, and your penance, etc. But still, we are not knowing. Katham na Vigyaha is asking a question. Katham na Vigyaha, why is it that we are not able to understand? Why is that we are not able to grasp that you are? So he says, hey Ramakrishna, I am devoid of bhakti. Please give me bhakti. Then the next paragraph, he says, Shrutvatra te nama bhavanti bhakta. Some people have not seen you, okay, but simply hearing your name, they have become your devotees. What a wonderful thing. You think of us nowadays, we can claim that we are devotees of Sri Ramakrishna by his grace. Now, have you ever seen him? No, we have not seen him. We have not seen him walking here or going here. Nowadays, of course, AI is making Sri Ramakrishna getting up, walking, etc. Those pictures we do see. But we can imagine in the mind how Sri Ramakrishna walked, how Sri Ramakrishna talked, etc. So he says, even after seeing this, after seeing you in person, these people have not seen you at all. Without seeing you, they have become your bhaktas. So Abhidananji wonders how wonderful it is that Drishtva Vayamtan Natu Bhakti Yukta, he says, even after seeing you, that people get attracted to you, people becoming devoted to you. Even then, we seeing that also, we have not got any bhakti. So, hey Ramakrishna, oh Lord, please give me bhakti. Like that he says. So we can see from here what has happened here. The point is that when he came, he was attracted by his love. The love Sri Ramakrishna extended to him. What type of love that Sri Ramakrishna gave to these disciples? If you see, that his love is that some people can easily analyze this. It can be a topic for discussion, the love of Sri Ramakrishna towards his disciple. The first thing that we get an inkling of a mother's love. How a mother can love her child, in the same way he is giving. What is the mother's love? Or how do you say that the mother's love is much better than other kinds of love? Because in mother's love, the requirement or for her own self, anything in return is somewhat, you can say, zero. It has come down from 100, it has come down to 1, it has come to 0.0 maybe. So that is 0 it has come. So when you see that she doesn't require anything from her child. In return, she gives her love. That type of love, we are all accustomed to our own mothers. How many instances we can quote from our practical life that how the mother was so much fond of her child and how she pours all the love. Swamiji sometimes wonders about mother's love. He says that if a child is about to be met with an accident, that mother does not think of her body. She jumps onto the road and pulls away the boy. He says, that type of, she doesn't worry about at all about her comforts, but she goes towards the help to her son. So we can see that mother's love is something wonderful. But in Sri Ramakrishna, what Shivananji says, his own mother's love compared to Ramakrishna's love was insignificant, he says. We always glorify the mother's love. Even though the mother's love is on a high pedestal, we all accept that. Still, Sri Ramakrishna's love was such that he loved them so much that their own mother's love became something insignificant. This is something, a great statement by Swami Shivananji. Is it only one person has felt like that? No. We have seen people, different devotees, different chelas who came to Sri Ramakrishna. They all had this feeling that Sri Ramakrishna's love was supreme. It is a parama, that prema. So that love of Sri Ramakrishna towards his disciples was something extremely superior. It cannot be compared to the best type of love, which is mother's love to the child. That is the best love that we can think of in the society. But even then, that love is no more significant when you think of Sri Ramakrishna's love. What is the lacuna or what is the paucity in mother's love? Mother's love comes or stems out from the feeling that the child is an extension of me, of my body. So the child is nothing, something came from heaven. No, it is an extension of my body. It has come from me. That's why that love is being extended. But here in Sri Ramakrishna's love, he is loving you not because that you have any connection with him. Mother's love is based on the connection between the child and the mother. The same mother with the motherly aspects. Will she love the neighbor's son as she loves her own son? There is a question mark. This question is to be answered properly because we cannot do it. It is not same. We all know that. The question comes means it is not same. So a neighbor's son and my own son, the difference is because my own son is come from me. My body has created him, kept with me for 9 months, and then brought him out in this world. That love is because of that connection, a physical connection that we have. The love comes out. But in Sri Ramakrishna's love, there is no mark of any physical connection. He is born somewhere. His father was known to Sri Ramakrishna. And his father, that Mr. Ghoshal, his son is no connection with the family, no connection with the caste, no connection with anything. But still, Sri Ramakrishna loved him so much. That's why he is wondering, what a love. That the mother's tenderness is the maximum that we can think of, as I told you, but something more than that you can think of. Because the same mother's love we have seen as an example, as a walking example of Sri Ramakrishna's love, was later shown by Holy Mother to all the disciples. How Holy Mother's disciples were stunned at the love that she gave, though they were not connected to her physiologically. Even then, the Holy Mother's unexpected love, that was something great. And not only that, the people who become monks here and they become heads of centers, they also start manifesting the quality of that love, Sri Ramakrishna's love. So I joined a place called Kanpur. In Kanpur, we have Ramakrishna Mission branch. So I joined there. And the head was Swami Haripadananda. So that Swami was so much full of love. What a love we can say. I had just come out from my home and gone there. And I have seen my mother's love towards me. But this man is completely unconnected to me. How much he gave love for me as a brahmachari initially in those stages. And he used to say, you see, when brahmacharis leave their homes and come to our ashram, they lack the love of mother. And at that time, it is the duty of the head of the institution to show that mother's love to them, so that they don't feel that they have come to a place where they are unwanted. No. They must be felt that, yes, we are wanted here, we are loved here, like that they should feel. So one day it happened, Kanpur, in those days we didn't have any vehicle or anything. We had only used to have rickshaws. So Swamiji told me, you go to our station, Kanpur station, and get the book parcels that have come. So I went there with them on the rickshaw. On the rickshaw I kept all the, it was a very terrible thing the Kanpur station was at that time. You cannot take out your own parcel with all the challan and payment, etc. It was so difficult. It took so many hours. And then I put all the parcels on the rickshaw and I sat on the parcel. And the rickshaw fellow that took me to the ashram. So finally, Panchi number Gunti, that's the place where our ashram is there. We came there. And then when I came there, it was 3:30. The tradition in Kanpur ashram is, whoever Swami or Brahmachari goes for work for outside, their food will be kept in a plate. On the outside the dining room, there is a small table and chair is there. They keep it. So that whenever he comes back, he can take his food. So on the day, I also went late on the day. So I saw my food was kept in the plate. So I removed the lid and started eating. At that time, I saw our head Maharaj, that is Prema Rupananda, his name is. So he was entering there. So he also came and sat next to me. There was another plate. Then he also opened the lid, started. Then I thought in my mind, he must have gone, you see, for some work. That's why he is coming late. So he's also taking food. So I was quiet. He was asking me how everything. Did you get the parcel? Was there any problem there? Etc. etc. Then I asked the question, Maharaj, did you go out anywhere? You are taking so late today. It is already 3:30. He said, no. I never went anywhere. I was here only. But, my dear son, how can I eat when my son is waiting outside under the terrible sun? He is working there. He has not come. He has not eaten. How can I eat? So I waited for him. He said, that was something, it was like a blow to me. I was thinking a so simple way that he has gone out and he is eating food late. It was not so. He was waiting for me. Now this shows a type of mother's love. How many houses we have seen, the mothers would never eat unless their children come and eat. She would only eat last. And Holy Mother testified that. She proved it in that big photo of Holy Mother putting her legs straight and she's looking the old age. That photo we all keep in our dining space. Why? In Jairambati, she used to sit like that. and watch all the devotees are seated nicely and they were all fed, and then they get up, go for washing their hands, then she would get up. And then only she will take her food. It's something great thing. See, our mothers also do that, is it not? But mothers do that because of that physical connection that we have. Here, Holy Mother did not have any physical connection with any devotee. She was completely a mother not, that's why she is called Divine Mother. A Divine Mother looks like that. Because all this prapancha, the entire prapancha, all the jivas are born of the Divine Mother. That's why we call her in a separate standard, we keep it as a divine that is being used. So our own Garbha mothers, we don't call her biological mothers, we don't call divine mother. Because biological mother also had a mother which is a divine mother. So she is also the daughter of the divine mother only. So that divine mother means what? It's the entire prapancha has come out from her. Srishti, Sthiti, Vinashanam, Shakti Bhute, Sanatani. So the entire thing has come out. So naturally, she is the divine mother. That divine mother's love is what we find in Sri Ramakrishna. A mother's the tenderness is there. So every child is under. And not only that, another reason is love experience, or can be experienced by the disciples, was his individual guidance to each disciple. So when he speaks to Shivananji, he would speak very less. Less instruction he gave to Mahapurush Maharaj. But you see, he gave instruction to Latu Maharaj much more. And to different disciples, the 16 disciples, if you see, each one's life, if you read it, we can understand each one had different types of instructions. Even the same instruction was opposite to that another instruction given to another disciple. Because according to the temperament of the disciples, the instructions came out from Sri Ramakrishna. That individual taking care individually, that was a great thing for a guru. Otherwise, a guru of such a nature, having disciples of such a nature, cannot coexist without that individual instruction. To all these boys who came to him, he had individual guidance to them. And then also, simply not merely love, so that whatever you can do, I will accept it. No. Here, he had tough also. He was tough with some other disciples. Regarding discipline, Sri Ramakrishna was very well. Like a mother. A mother also disciplines her child. If necessary, she beats the boy. What is the necessity of beating a boy? With a stick, of course. And then what happens? Then in Singapore, when I was there, the parents used to come and tell, Maharaj, we can't beat our children in home. One old man and his wife came. They are the grandpa of that child. So they have come to their son's house. They came one day to our ashram. And I was discussing, people say that if you want to make a child morally good, so you must beat him. Like that they say. That's one theory. So later on, the modern theories came up. No, beating is to be banned. So in India, actually beating is banned. In Singapore, long back, beating was banned. So no teacher can beat a student. Only you can tell him, that's all. You cannot beat or you cannot take his ears pulling, etc. All those things cannot be done. No sorts of any sort of punishment can be given. You can give punishment in writing. You write 1,000 times, you can tell. But you cannot punish him physically. Physically, you cannot touch a boy or girl. Now, you see, that old people, they are telling me, Swamiji, even for just to tell the boy, hey, you should not do that. Like that, I go and embrace him and tell him, my dear son, you should not do like that. Then he says, I will complain to the government now. He says, I will come that you are putting me under your hands and then you are making me uncomfortable. That boy says. He is his grandson. You see how the adults, take their grandsons together and stay with them and then keep them sit on their laps and then tell them stories. Those things are all gone now. It is not possible. So the love of even this type of a physical connection, love, cannot be shown in the modern days. Now you see, Sri Ramakrishna, how he was very disciplined. He was a disciplinarian, you can say, with regarding to his disciples. Everyone he disciplined. Like even Sri Vivekananda had to undergo discipleship under him. And the biggest part of his love, the importance of love is that he did not love merely for the sake of his devotee or of his disciple. No. Because they came to him for guidance, he showed his love. No, that is not the reason. He saw the Divine Mother in each of them. And he says to Vivekananda, Narendra, it says that because I see Narayana in you, I love you. That is a very high type of love. We cannot even imagine that somebody is loving me because he sees Narayana in me. Otherwise, he would not love me. That love, that is a completely a category belong to spiritual world, not this ordinary physical world. So that spiritual world love, that love that Sri Ramakrishna gave is something extraordinary. Every disciple have understood that. That's why he speaks it. That's why I did not know whether he was a Paramahamsa or a Avatara Purusha, nothing of that sort. I came to him just because that wonderful love that he showed me, he says. And then he tells him, oh, what is your father's name when he asks? Then he will say, Ram Kanai Goshal. Oh, I know him, he says. That's why you are attracted here. You come here, like that, he said. Ram Kanai Goshal was a great, so Shivananda's father. How many of you had gone to Barasat Ashram? I don't know. If you had gone to Barasat Ashram, you would have seen in the temple, the shrine is there, and along with that, the Nat Mandir is connected to that. In the Nat Mandir, there is a hole. There is a Shivalinga is there. And there, the lot of tantric sadhanas have been done by this Kanai Bhavan. So he used to have a lot of sadhanas there. So it is very wonderful, that we used to make fun, of those swamis who take charge of that institution. They say, first you go and worship there, so that Kali will keep you there, otherwise she will get you out. Like that we make fun. So that is the place. It is just inside the prayer hall. You can go and sit next to you, and then you can do meditation also. We all do that in the night. So that's the place where Ramkanai Babu had done lots and lots of practices. So he was a great tantric. He knew tantric methods very much. And Sri Ramakrishna himself one day asked him, my whole body is burning, what to do? At that time he was doing this tantric sadhana, and Bhairavi Brahmani was there. She gave certain solutions. What she gave? She applied from head to foot, all over the body, she applied chandan, so that it would cool the body. Nothing happened. Then she made her stand up to the neck on the Ganges for hours together. Think of Sri Ramakrishna standing in the Ganges up to this, and the water is flowing. In that way, it can be cooled down. Like that she thought. But Ramkanai came there. Ramkanai did a simple thing, he said. He gave her an amulet. Amulet means, taviz he gave. And he said, Ishta Devata's name should be written there. So we know who is the Ishta Devata of Sri Ramakrishna. So Mother Mahakali's name was written there, Bhavatarani's name, and it was kept, and he put it on. And instantly the burning sensation left him. So this taviz has got a great value in some of the traditions, not in all the Hindu traditions, but there are certain traditions which are associated with the tantric sadhana. You will find those places, the taviz has got great importance. So when you are initiated into tantra methods, then they give first, along with the initiation, Guru gives you taviz. So that has to be kept in the body. So like that, sometimes it comes. So one gentleman, one sadhu came from Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, there is one Kali temple. It is said Divine Mother's body was cut into 51 pieces after the Daksha Yajna. At that time, her denture, the entire dental thing, the teeth came and fall. So she is called Danteshwari. Danteshwari, I do not know. Here one Swami is there from Madhya Pradesh. He is sitting here, but I don't know whether he has visited that Danteshwari. This is my long back, I used to cherish this idea. If I go to Chhattisgarh and then I would go and Madhya Pradesh in that area, I would go and look for this Danteshwari temple. Danteshwari temple is there and Danteshwari Ma is there. From that one sadhu came to Ranchi and he gave me a tabiz. And he told me, you have to put it on your body. He said, what did it contain? I said, he said that the mountain that was lifted by Hanumanji that had the medicine plant for saving Lakshmana, that mountain, as a huge mountain it is, so that mountain parts are there. That particular tabiz contains a small piece of that wood from that tree, he said. And then I asked, what is going to do for me? No, it will keep you all right, your health will be all right, etc., etc. He was telling, you will have more devotion to your Ishtadevata, you can have spiritual life growing, etc. Finally, he said, in 1.5 hours, 1.5 years' time, you will cross the oceans, like that he said. And exactly it happened. And in 2006, he came and gave me the taviz, and I put it on. In 2007, I was sent to Durban. So that happened exactly. So they have got certain types of powers they have. So in Tantra Sadhana, they all use this. But in all our traditional sadhana, in Ramakrishna methodology of worship, we don't require taviz. We don't require such things which are externally stimulating. We are most concerned with our mind and how the mind has to be purified. So this japa, dhyana, this type of things that we have, that is what most important for us. Not all those external things that are required in a tantric sadhana. So we are not actually tantric sadhana people. So ours is a what you call Vedantis. So our sadhana is based on Vedantic principles. So anyway, that is different. But so you see here, the love of Sri Ramakrishna was from the idea that he saw the Divine Mother in each of them. That's why he came. So today we shall stop here. Another 10 minutes we can spare. And yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Maharaj. Any questions? Anybody? I'm sure there will be questions.
Questions or remarks? Whatever strikes your mind.
I think Soumya Mukherjee has raised her hand.
So, I have the question that I am a little confused about Ramakrishna Thakur's suggestion on Tantra Sadhana. So, he says that we should not do Tantra Sadhana, but he himself did Tantra Sadhana. So, I'm like confused. What message is he trying to do?
Okay, the confusion can come if you think Thakur said Tantra Sadhana you should not do. See, that type of words we have not heard. Thakur, what he did was, he practiced at that time whatever sadhana type prevalent in that part of our country. So, whatever sadhanas were prevalent at that time in that part of the country where he was born, he practiced one by one to show or to know for himself that the goal is the same. The paths are different. That's how he came to the conclusion, and he could say in a very authoritatively, categorically, he could say the paths may be different, but the goal is same. This idea was given by him was fully entrenched on his practice of different items. Now, the sadhana that he practiced regarding the tantric sadhana, that we have discussed also many times, the tantric sadhana was revalidated by him. That's what I would say. Because the tantric sadhana went into so much abysmal level where it was highly abused at the time of Sri Ramakrishna. So it went to that so low level that it became full of only body, body, body. Now also there are many people in US, you can see in our foreign countries, they teach this tantric sadhana based on the couple's relationship. That has gone to that level. That is, Bhamachara has gone higher. The Bhamachara is considered as a, Sri Ramakrishna never denigrated that. He never said it is wrong. What he said was, that is also a back door to enter into the house, he says. So he never said it is bad. It may be suiting some people. Some people have mastered in that Bhamachara and they have realized the Divine Mother, okay. Because in our general Hinduism, where the Shakta worship is predominant, the 5 bhavas of Vaishnavas are being adopted. Is it not? You can see Divine Mother as your daughter, Vasalya Bhava. You can see Divine Mother as your Guru. So you can have Shanta Bhava. You can realize Divine Mother as your friend, Sakhi Bhava. All those 5 bhavas, you can realize Mother. But if you are a male body and you want to consider Divine Mother as your beloved, is it allowed? No. That is not there. But in the male body itself, you can consider yourself as a gopi and you have Krishna as that is allowed. But not this way. So naturally, this Bhamachara came into place when to use it for realizing through this path also. Divine Mother is my beloved. Like that idea that comes. So that the Bhamachara came in such a way that it easily get ousted from the general mainstream of Hinduism because of the danger that it involved. So he said, Bhamachara is not for us. Sri Ramakrishna has prohibited us. So we will not get into that type of sadhanas. That is it. But otherwise, Tantra, he has purified Tantra. He revalidated Tantra method also is not spurious. It is not imaginary. It is also correct. That one he has proved it. Yes. Hope your confusion is over.
That is very clarifying. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj. I think Abhishandya has a question or a comment.
Yes, Maharaj, I just wanted to share one of my experiences about you were saying about love, Thakur's love. And when I was in school, I used to read in Sharada Ashram, and one day it was raining heavily, and all our mothers were waiting outside to take us home. And they were getting wet even with the umbrellas, and they were like requesting the gateman to open the gate and so that they can take us home. But our principal Mataji, she wouldn't open the gate. Then she came out herself and told our mothers that you are already wet and you can wait a little in the rain. But if my daughters get wet, they will go home and fall ill. I can't leave them now. You can wait a little more, let the rain stop, and then you can only get your daughters to take home.
Yes.
I just remembered this incident and I thought to share it with you, Maharaj.
Exactly. The monks and nuns, they show so much of love towards the devotees and towards the other brahmacharis, etc. You see, I can remember even after so many 50, 60 years after, I'm remembering that Swami Premarupananji's beautiful love for me. So like that, this mother love, that's why I say motherly love is different from mother's love. This motherly love is not a prerogative of only women. These men also can exhibit motherly love. But mother's love only given to women, okay, we don't have any quarrel with it.
Thank you,
Yes.
Maharaj. We have two more people who wants to talk. I think first Shangamitra Tugdar.
Pranam Maharaji, Sangmitra from Bhilai. Just I like to put that Maharaji was talking in Danteshwari Mata. It is in Dantewara. Our Narayanpur center is nearby. Maharaji was there from. So it was very beautiful place, surrounded by the forest and this. And our center is also surrounded by this is a forest area only. So I on behalf of this place, I am inviting everybody to visit the place, visit the ashram, and also visit the Danteshwari Mandir as well. It was an old temple, very
Yes, I
beautiful.
also join you in praying to Danteshwari Ma to call us once.
Pranam Maharaj.
We'll all go there. Yes, very good.
Thank you. I think Vayu Naidu, you have something to say.
Vayu Naidu is, to those who do not know her, she is a wonderful research scholar. She lives in UK and she has got very close connection with the Ramakrishna Mission. She goes to our center there, organizes many meetings, etc. So recently, I had an occasion to go to her home at Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. And she has invited me in December for a satsang at her retreat house in Mahabalipuram. Okay. Yes, Vayu, how are you?
Pranam Maharaj, pranam to everybody. And yes, just like the previous speakers, hopefully one day you all would come when Swami Vimokshananda Maharaj is conducting a satsang there at the retreat. My very humble sort of observation, I wanted to thank you, Maharaj, and all of us who have joined together, was what you were talking about during Sri Ramakrishna's time as well. You know, it's this strange sort of historical distance we have from the time we are living in now and how we have become devotees. You know, always in one's mind, one thought, even in that time, everybody recognized Sri Ramakrishna as an avatar, you know. But it's so important that you brought to us this idea that there was Sri Ramakrishna walking, moving around within his body, this tremendous, you know, ocean of infinity that he was. And how many people didn't have that grace to realize what he was or what he is. And what, you know, it's actually a moment of great wonder that those of us, as you have been telling us about motherly love, and when you joined the ashram as a brahmachari, and that quality that the head of the ashram would show as motherly love, this love or grace that Sri Ramakrishna has given all of us in a completely different era and time to be brought within his fold. You know, that itself is a great moment of meditation. To see him, okay, yes, we are given the instructions, but even to just realize that he is this avatar, he is that ocean. Okay, even if we don't say avatar, but this ocean of infinity that has just encircled so many of us with that presence and sense of love that has gravitated us to him through these talks. You know, that yes, it really brings tears to one's eyes. So thank you for just highlighting that one drop of history and how we actually live through timelessness, through that love. So thank you, Maharaj.
Very beautifully you said. Yes, there's a gravitation. That gravitation is there in Sri Ramakrishna. That's why we are all drawn towards him. Thank you. That's a great thing.
Maharaji, may I just add one line to it. Ki Maharaji told about that Swamiji of his experience. We are also feeling the experience of Thakur and Ma's love from this Swamiji's only. Maharaji is in front of us, and we get the motherly love from Maharaji only also.
Yes, if you feel and show And if it manifests in this body also, that I would say it is His grace, nothing for me. Don't individualize it. Yes, it is Ramakrishna's love that comes. Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. Maharaj, one comment from me. So this like Thakur loving Thakur's love or mother's love, very nicely explained. What I found, like I was slightly surprised, is that always I have heard, or even we still pray today, Thakur, give me this, give me that, solve this problem of mine. Then also people will come to him to ask for his grace. Here Thakur went to Ramkanai Ghoshal, and Ramkanai Ghoshal gave him something which probably healed some of his sufferings. So where all the world was coming to him and asking, Thakur, solve this problem of mine, Thakur goes to Ramkanai Ghoshal and asks for this thing. So what a great soul that person was, that he was able to do this for Thakur.
Yes, correct. Thank you for your good observation. This is something, everybody goes to Thakur asking something, and Thakur himself went to somebody else to ask something. Yes, that is it. So during his sadhana period, it is a wonderful book, that Sri Ramakrishna, great master. I think everyone should read those few chapters of sadhana period. What a terrible thing that he has undergone. And with all the difficulties, challenges, he practiced his sadhana very well by the guru sitting next to him. Whether it is tantric sadhana with what is the name?
Totapuri, Bhairavi.
Yes, Bhairavi Brahmani, or Vedantic sadhana with Totapuri. In every way, he had problems and challenges, and those were removed by them. So it is Divine Mother's clearly telling that yes, you have come for my purpose. Like that it shows. It is something, Brahman and Shakti, they are together, we call it in Vedanta, and Shakti has now entered, and Shakti is predominant in Brahman's life as a human being. That is why the Shakti sadhana is very wonderful, that it is very easy to climb to the stairs of the spiritual life. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. I think there is another question.
Pranam Maharaj. Pranam Maharaj. Indrani Maharaj.
Who is Prasanjit?
Indrani Maharaj.
Okay,
Indrani
yes.
from
Noida.
Pranam Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. I just wanted to add to what the other speakers were saying. I also often think of the tremendous grace that at this age we have been brought together under Thakur's kripa. We have been bestowed Thakur's kripa. So, and that reminds me of one thing Maharaj said in one of his previous classes, that I often remind myself that it helps me a lot. Maharaj said that Maharaj said, I think in Bangla, that Amra Shudu Thakur ke mani na, we have taken refuge in his feet, at his feet. So that helps me a lot. I keep telling myself, or I sometimes I communicate this to Thakur, that I don't only believe in you, I have taken refuge at your feet. So that Maharaj told us in one of his classes. That helps me a lot.
Thank you.
I wanted to share that, Maharaj.
Thank you very much, Indrani.
Ramji, Jairam Krishna Maharaj, Rajeshwari Kanjipuram, Pranam Maharaj. Maharaj, actually, and the Anbu, Guru Maharaj, Mother, Swamijoda, the love, Annakida Irka, Ipu Irku, Inno Irkudu, Inno. எப்படி இருக்குங்கிறத சொல்லவே முடியாத அளவு இருக்குங்கிறத நாங்க ஃபீல் பண்றோம் மராஜ். அதாவது குருமராஜ் யாரு தெரியாது, அம்மா யாரு தெரியாது, காமிச்சு கொஞ்சம் தெரியும். ஆனா the day one மட்குலா ஷ்ரைன்ல போகும்போது I feel one very powerful attraction.
Yes.
I don't know what என்ன அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணது நம்மள எனக்கு புரியவே இல்ல. ஏன் ஆனா இப்போ தெரியுது தட் இஸ் அதுதான் டிவைன் லவ். அதுதான் நம்மள அப்போ அவங்க அன்பு இன்னும் இருந்து ஃப்ளோ ஆகிட்டு தான் இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா மகாராஜ்?
Correct. So Rajeshwari from Kanchipuram is a temple town, it is called. So she is a very close devotee of the mission. So she says that we are getting the love of Sri Ramakrishna in the modern days when Sri Ramakrishna will be historically apart from a few years. So still we feel the Ramakrishna's love on us. And what is that love that attracts us to him is unable, I am unable to explain. She says, yes, it is not explainable, mother, because this love is, as I told you, this Srishti, the entire prapancha was created by the mother, the divine mother. And the divine mother, if a small in the samsara, if you find just because she gave delivery of a child, the mother is attracted to the child, loves the child. That means if the whole Vishwa Brahmanda that was created by the Shakti, that Shakti, how much love she should show? Because she is infinite, that infinite is her lovers. So Sri Ramakrishna belongs to that category. So he is attracting us. Those who are little sensitive and little come up in the spiritual life, they are easily attracted by Sri Ramakrishna. That is what I would say. So even though we may have an iron clod of iron steel, what you call piece, with fully covered by dirt and dust, the magnet cannot catch us. But slowly, the rains will start coming. The human have the way to pour their tears, either due to their sufferings or due to the pleasure of the devotion. So slowly the devotion will come, tears will come and remove the dirt and dust, and then we'll get attracted to it. So we are only a piece of iron. He pulls us. If we have that idea in our mind always, then what happens? It's a great profitability for us, because he is calling us. So in our life also, for everything that we do, that we think, we can put it on him. It is he who is making me work like this. He is who is making me speak like this, like that. So that Sampurna Samarpan will start coming up in our mind. So it is a very nice discussion. Thank you all very much. Yes. Anything else, Pratish?
I think one more question. Soumya, you want to ask another thing?
Yes. So I was going to ask, as in share something that I feel that imagine like Mother is Holy Mother is the mother of all this entire creation, and he has so many children. Everybody is her children. So when her children quarrels among each other, how much it must be paining her. I was reading this Devi Mahatmyam, and over there, before Dhumralochana came to take mother, she was sitting on the peak, little sadness in her face. I mean, even when my parents mothers like my aunt's children are fighting among each other, their heart breaks into pieces. But imagine Mother, Holy Mother, who has so many children and who has infinite compassion. They are fighting among each other. How much it must be paining for them.
Yes,
So,
you say correctly, because the love that brings so much of peacefulness can also make yourself feeling pain also. If the loved objects, if the loved persons are not conducive to the mother's love, then the pain will come. Yes, Holy Mother has received a lot of pains Yes, when we read her life, we can actually shed tears, how much pain she has to undergo. Yes. But though we all understand the entire universe is connected. We are all connected, mind you. We may not be born to physically to a particular parent always, but we are all born in this universe. Since the universe we are born, so we are all interconnected. Because our one mother is Divine Mother. So that must be in our mind. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj.
Hari
Pranam
Om.
Maharaj.
Sri Ramakrishna.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj.
Puja in Mother's Day.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj.
Pranam Maharaj.